how I overcame my depression. So the first important step was this, my friend. When I was 15, 16 years old, I started to go to the gym. And that was also the period that I was the most depressed of my life. Like, I completely, simply said, hated my life. Like, completely. I needed to go to school. I didn't like school. I didn't like to go home. Like, I feel all the time anxious, like depressed, negative. So the first step was this, my friend. I did go to the gym. That was game changing. Like, the thing was this, because I wanted to go to the gym was for a couple reasons. It was first to change myself. I simply wanted to change to another person. But now I realize, like, the only thing that I needed was just my better self. Just better version of myself. And it was also this, like, I thought when I was like bigger, stronger, more people would respect me. Like, they were always like picking on me, like bullying me. And the thing was, it's actually also changed. Like, now more, like, all the people have much more respect for me. And in the process I gained like more than 20 kilograms of weight. And that's like pure muscle mass. Like, the thing was also, I was like extremely skinny, but I was at the same time around my belly, I was like fat. So I was like skinny fat. Like, yeah. And now, yeah, big change. Just stay it consistent. And that was also the thing. Now I just do it if I don't train. Like, I don't feel like at my happiest, you know. That's the thing, my friend. It's just, it enhances your body, but it also works mentally. So it's absolutely great. The second step that I did for how I overcame my depression at 15 and 16 years old was this, my friend. Step 2. I used negative energy for positive outcomes. So when somebody said, for example, that I was skinny, I used it in the gym and I reminded it myself. And then I trained it like harder. I eat more protein. Like, I did just go inside, put an extra scoop of protein, drink it, and train like every day. Like, that was the thing. Just put in all the negative energy. Just put it in. And just get so much positive energy out of it. Like, just use it. Like, train, learn, work. My friend, that was a big game changer. And what I also realized now, what I did great back then, was that I changed my identity. I became more like thinking like an athlete, for example. Like, what will Mike Tyson do, for example, for boxing? What will be Arnold Schwarzenegger do? Will he go inside, play video games, or will he train? Of course, train. Like, what is that for a question, Eve? But that was a big game changer for me. And now, what I would change about what my 15, 16-year-old self did for the extremely low, like, depressed time period to overcome that. So step 1, what I will change is this. I would have started with meditation. Like, meditation is a game changer, like, for real. Because the thing is this, nowadays we have really underdeveloped prefrontal cortex. And maybe you're asking, what is that? But that is on the forefront of your brain, is the prefrontal cortex. And what the prefrontal cortex does, is it does more like the critical thinking. Like, if you need to make a choice between an apple or like candies, your prefrontal cortex is then activated. Like it's very important for making choices. And that's the thing, my friend. Nowadays most people are really bad in making choices. They make the choice that is good right now but bad later. They smoke, they eat candies, they go sleep late because they have watched a Netflix movie. Like things like that. And that's because of the underdevelopment of the prefrontal cortex. And like meditation, you train that, you make that bigger. And the thing is also what shrinks in your brain, because there's also a place in your brain that shrinks. And you know what that place is for? It's for stress. So you will also be like less stressed. Like that's extremely important for people who are anxious and also in depressed states in life. So, the step 2, what I will change for my 16-year-old self, is practice gratitude. Like gratefulness. Like you say, I'm grateful that I have a leg, I'm grateful that I have an arm, things like that. Like it's just simple, but it's a really big game changer. Like just so many people don't do it. But if you do it, my friend, and you take action on it, not only watching, but take action also on this. Like all these steps, if you see something that you can use it. That's very important. So, gratitude, that will be a big game changer for my 15 to 16-year-old self, if he practiced that. Like just be grateful that you can just have a bicycle and just drive to school. Like yeah, maybe school is not great, but the thing is, over a couple of years you're out of school, so and then you can decide what you do next. So think about that. So that will be a big game changer. And step 3 for my younger self, that also maybe can apply to you, my friend, is this. It will be trauma therapy, like trauma healing. That is such a big game changer. The thing is, like 50% of the people are traumatized, but they don't realize it, and they don't realize the impact that it has on their life. They feel anxious for like a stupid reason. If they handshake you, like there are people when you handshake that they feel anxious. They feel anxious roots coming up of their past. Like that is just so important, like my friend. And that's also this, you can have so many reasons why you can have trauma. Like maybe you have also crazy things like going to war. Probably you didn't go to war. So war, you have abusing, like in any form, like mentally abusing, spiritually. You can also think about just physical abuse, like sexually abused, things like that. And that's absolutely crazy. If you, my friend, have one of those things that you have ever had in your life, I feel sorry for you. But the thing is, you really need to do trauma therapy. Also, if your parents were like just not around a lot, and you didn't really got like connection building, like feeling safe at home, like those things, that will be like also great if you just do trauma therapy. The other person, like some people just need a couple of months, other persons are like for a total year or some even longer if they have like extreme trauma. So that will be a great step, my friend. So I hope that you like this video. I hope also that you apply all these steps. That's important. So stay watching right now. Don't click off. Apply all these steps. Just what I mentioned earlier, apply it, my friend. If you don't apply it, my friend, like lazy boys, they don't apply anything, but you're different. You're a disciplined man, so I'm counting on you. I know that you can do it, so do it. So, my friend, you're a disciplined man right now. Subscribe to our movement. This is not a channel, it's a movement. Subscribe, and then we can turn lazy boys into disciplined men like you and me. So, have a great day and stay disciplined.